Coach, last weekend, let's just start off with that. Tough loss Friday, but then a really good bounce back Saturday.
Yeah, kind of two different games. 11 goals in the first night, lost in overtime, and then as we've seen out of our guys, a much more organized Saturday, led by Zach Rose. Another outstanding game. He stood tall in there, looked big and calm, and his presence calmed our group. I think we defended a lot better in front of them, and all weekend long, though, really proud of our power play, how they contributed, and they really changed momentum in moments of both games.
You got down 3-1 that first game, too. You guys showed some fight after that to not only rally, but then take the lead.
Yeah, I thought a big goal at the end, too, 6-on-4 with our goalie out. Fifth-year guy, Nemovsky, puts one in. Great play from Meerman. Big moment in the game to push it into 3-on-3 overtime, and as you see, anything can really happen in the 3-on-3. We've been on the right side of some of those nights. Unfortunate on Friday, but liked our fight. I thought it was entertaining, great turnout. Student section was there, great energy. Excited for this weekend too.
I was talking to the boys about some of the travel you guys have had to do this year. They all agreed this is the most travel they've ever done in a season. Is that something you would agree with?
Yeah, but it's part of the process. I think it has helped this group to grow together. They've had a lot of unique things through this season, but our guys have been game for really anything, and what a journey. It's been so fun. Fortunate that we have 4 more games left before it concludes.
Was there any certain trip that got a little long to you?
I wasn't on the Fairbanks trip, so I think that was the longest for the guys that were a part of it. But anytime you're traveling to the UP, or if you have to bus, those trips are long, but that's travel in our league, and you're seeing the same thing through the other 8 league members. They got to do the same stuff.
Do you think it's helped? I mean, you guys are playing some of your best hockey right now. Do you think it's helped having this arena, having like a more stable home environment for these guys the last several weeks? Yeah,
it's actually, in speaking with the players, this arena has helped them to be in one space at one time. It's something to call their own. There's rarely a moment during the day when a handful of our athletes are not at the rink, whether they're doing homework or eating or training. And the more they're around each other, the closer they're going to become. And I think we're seeing some of that right now. Yeah, I think there's a lot of components. If you look at kind of the stops and starts of the year, just with how the schedule laid out, we've been playing consecutive weekends recently. We moved into a new arena. We have a student section of our own. We have great fan support, and now in this year, like a lot of teams, they're playing some of their best hockey at the right time of the year, and that's what we had hoped. We're just looking forward to the challenges ahead, and hopefully it continues.
That's some of your thoughts on the games this week.
Yeah, it's the first opponent that we've already seen this year, so there's some familiarity there. It's a bounce back weekend, so to speak, in terms of we need to come out Friday ready. That's something that we've been missing the last couple of weeks, and that's a really good team we're going to play. Fairbanks is a very strong program. They put on a ton of miles. They'll play anyone, anywhere, and they've had a lot of success. So we're excited about the challenge and looking forward to learning more about our group.
Is there a good measuring stick of where you've been, see where you're at now?
I think so. I just like that we've already seen these guys in 2 close games in their rink. Now they're going to come here, and we're going to have an opportunity to play in front of our home crowd. But these are great games at this time of year. As we go into an off season here in not too long, just to see where we're at. But we're going to face top-notch competition. Well-coached team. They really skate. Their competitive standard is at a very high level, and I'm looking forward to watching our guys.
As a player and as a coach at previous stops, what's the mindset like that week, going into a regional?
Well, you want more time, and when you have the right kids on campus that you enjoy being around, that's the way you're going to feel. And for the 6 that we're going to celebrate on Saturday, all 6 of them, what they've contributed to this program, how they've handled themselves as pioneers for Augustana hockey. Words can't really sum it up. It's bigger than they probably even know what it means to us. And there's a lot of emotions that go into it, but hopefully they can just center themselves and play for their teammates.
What I was going to ask, and I'm sure from the coach's spot it's maybe a little different, but from a fan's perspective or even watching the game, the guys have been fun to watch lately. You know, even in the games where maybe they haven't played the best, they're at least playing entertaining hockey. That's kind of helped add to the crowds and certainly what grown in here in the few weeks you've been here.
Well, it's everyone together. Our guys, of course, playing hard, playing together, selfless. But the energy we're able to draw from this crowd, I think other fans outside of the student section are able to draw energy from our student section. And fans are showing up early. They're staying around late. There's a lot of excitement. Momentum continues to grow. These are just really promising things and something we know is going to be special.
One of those seniors you talked about, like you kind of alluded to, Zach Rose, gets hurt in the first game here, comes back and has 2 shutouts in a row. I mean, it seems like he's bounced back from that injury pretty well.
And he has throughout his whole career. Unfortunately, he's had to bounce back. This year's been no different. But his importance to this program, a fraction of it is what he does on the ice. There's probably a bigger portion of what he means to us off the ice, and helping to mentor 2 young goalies. Been so fortunate and so impressed with him.